if you've been through a lot and now you're in kind of like ready to start your next chapter mode, ready to leave it all behind you, but you're feeling like there's something holding you down. This Emperor card is really unique in this deck because there's like this beast behind him holding him down. It's kind of like you're trying to step into your power, trying to step into the new chapter, your new life, but there's something holding you down at the same time. Your guides want to send in a message for you right now, of giving yourself so much grace, because what you've been through is actually a really deep trauma. The lyrics that they want me to share with you are: my mind was an unripened plum, fertilized by violence grown in the slums. My pulse was a muted drum, absorbed by the pavement, heard by none. But my heart was a forest green, sustained by the rivers that I chase in my dreams. I run through the fields dressed in white, unstained by the poison that leaks from my mind. I feel like this is actually so deep. The trauma that you've been through and the trauma that you're trying to overcome, it hasn't been acknowledged for probably your lifetime, actually. And it's so deep, and you were raised in a way that caused you to not see yourself and your worth as it is. And that had a lot of effects on your life. It rippled out and changed a lot of things in your life. Like when we don't know our worth, when we don't know who we are and our own power, we can really end up in a lot of situations. And it's like that poison from our mind that we were programmed with leaks out, and it affects every aspect of our life. And so your guides are saying, yes, you want to close this chapter and move into a new space, but you need to see how sensitive your energy is right now, your heart and your mind, and acknowledge that what you've been through is really big. And because I think we can be really rough with ourselves and say, okay, it's time to keep it moving. I gotta keep moving forward. I gotta break these chains. I gotta step into my power. And if something's holding me down, I gotta break through. And that's gonna require force. That's gonna require power. But I think in your situation right now, yes, this is being required of you, but also sensitivity and, really tender care for yourself and your heart. And it's okay. Like, this is the quote they want me to share with you. I think it's amazing. She said, it's okay to do less when you're going through more. You're not going to be at your 100%. You can't expect that. You can tell yourself you're okay and that you're fine, and you can force yourself to show up for yourself and others 100%, but at one point your body's going to give out. You need to give your body rest. And if you're going through a lot, sorry, let me turn the page. You have all this emotional weight on you, or you've been through trauma that you haven't healed from, and it's catching up on you. Until you give your body and mind time to recover and rest, you're not going to be at 100%, and you can't expect that of yourself. So yeah, I feel like there's this expectation of yourself to like be more, do more, show up for everyone 100%. And you may have days where you feel weighed down, and you may feel frustrated with yourself for that, but your guides are saying to not be frustrated with yourself. Give yourself grace, because there's like a cycle and a wound that is trying to be closed, but it's not closed yet. And so there's still energies being processed and feelings and emotions, and you'd be surprised how heavy that is. Yes, and how exhausting it is to heal. It's exhausting. It takes all of your energy, not just physically, but spiritually and mentally, and like you're trying to process how you actually felt, and how the experience was to abandon yourself and be in that situation, and like all the work that it takes to rewrite the story of your life, and the programming that's been poisoning your mind and tainting the way you see yourself and your worth for a long time. That's work. You're writing a whole book right now. You're reparenting yourself, and that is something, sorry, my table, that's something that you should be really proud of. Really proud of. Okay, the Six of Wands. It doesn't feel like you're moving forward in this stillness and in this quiet and in this hurt, but you actually are. You're rising up into the wisdom and the knowledge of who you are. You are clearing your mind of the toxicity that's been in your family line probably for generations, if I'm going to tell you the truth. Because yeah, you're a chain breaker. You're moving into this space. This is like a whole new path. It's a whole new way of experiencing life. And yeah, you're rewriting your story right now. You're taking back the pen and you're rewriting your story. And it's going to be different than anyone else because it's going to be a healed path. It's going to be a path of wholeness and light and truth. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Cups followed by the Ace of Swords. And that's what I'm saying. You are coming back home to yourself, making peace with all that you've been through because of the clarity and truth that you're learning. It's changing everything that you are. And it's okay to feel like it's not all together yet. It's okay to be, like a puzzle with pieces on the floor and saying, okay, this is the piece I want to put into my life. And then this one and this one, these are the ones that don't fit. These are the ones that don't work. And your guides just want to come through and say, this is work. This is work while you're awake, while you're sleeping. Your body is working. Every cell in your body is reconstructing itself to be in alignment with your new vibration and your new wisdom. And your guides also want you to know that whatever you went through before, you have always been worthy the whole time. Every step of the way, you have been worthy. You have been good. You have been cherished. And in this picture of the Six of Wands, it looks like she's falling, but the Six of Wands actually represents success. It represents, being admired and respected. And your guides want to send in this message to you. This is making me cry because I feel like, this has been a really deep wound for you for a long time. You have felt like you are falling. You have felt like a failure, but your guides are saying the truth of it is actually, the truth of it, Ace of Swords, is that you have been succeeding. And you have, in this breaking of chains and coming home to yourself and doing the work of healing and being gentle with yourself, that's success. That is something to be proud of, dear heart. Really proud.